Operation Midnight. Hammer America's strike on Iran and what comes next. While the world was sleeping, warplanes crossed the sky. On June 22, 2025, the United States launched Operation Midnight Hammer, a high-intensity, multi-pronged strike against Iran's nuclear infrastructure. It wasn't just an airstrike, it was a message. And it may become the moment future historians refer to as the beginning of a new phase in global confrontation. Just after 2:30 a.m. Tehran time, 7 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers took off from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. They flew deep into Iranian airspace and released 14 GBU-57AB massive ordnance penetrators, the most powerful bunker-buster bombs in the U.S. arsenal, targeting Fordow and Natanz, Iran's most fortified nuclear sites. Simultaneously, a U.S. Ohio-class guided missile submarine, likely the USS Georgia, fired over 30 Tomahawk cruise missiles at targets in Isfahan. The operation involved over 125 aircraft, aerial refueling tankers, F-35 escorts, AWACS, and even decoy bomber flights to mislead Iranian radar. It was a masterclass in precision and deception. The result? 0 American losses. And according to U.S. intelligence, severe structural damage at all 3 nuclear facilities. But to understand the full weight of this moment, we have to look back. In 1981, Israel carried out Operation Opera, destroying Saddam Hussein's nuclear reactor at Osirak. The world condemned it, then quietly admitted it changed the course of Middle Eastern history. In 2007, Israel struck again in Syria, eliminating a secret nuclear facility. Another bold, silent intervention. But Operation Midnight Hammer is different. This wasn't one nation acting in secret. It was the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, ordering a global show of force, and then confirming it publicly on Truth Social. The mission was flawless. Congratulations to our American warriors. Now is the time for peace. This is the Trump doctrine in action. Peace through absolute dominance. No ambiguity, no apology, and the reaction? Iran has stayed silent, officially. But within hours, 30 drones and 27 rockets were launched into Israeli territory. 86 civilians were injured. 4 remain in critical condition. The Middle East is boiling, again. In Washington, President Trump remains firm. Iran must never have a nuclear weapon, and we have proven that they won't. Yet critics in Congress are asking hard questions. Was this strike coordinated with NATO allies? Was it legally authorized under war powers? And there's another question, whispered in diplomatic circles. If we've just destroyed Iran's known nuclear sites, what do they build next, and where? And how will we see it coming? Because success in destruction may breed failure in transparency. But let's shift perspectives. Let's talk about Ukraine. Why should Kyiv care about a strike 2,500 kilometers away? First, distraction. America's attention is a finite resource. If Washington locks into another war theater, Middle East deployments, intelligence shifts, energy markets, it could mean fewer weapons, fewer headlines, and fewer resources for Ukraine. Second, opportunity for Russia. Vladimir Putin watches everything. A distracted America might invite Russian escalation, whether in Kharkiv, the Black Sea, or along the NATO border. Third, propaganda. Russian media will twist this instantly. Look, America started another war. They're the global aggressors. Why is Europe still listening to them? Expect a wave of disinformation in both Europe and Ukraine. But there's a paradox. War fuels industry. The U.S. military may now ramp up defense production. More drones, more missiles, more air defenses. That could mean more capacity for allied support, including Ukraine, even if attention shifts temporarily. In other words, the window is narrowing but not closed. Operation Midnight Hammer is not just a bombing run. It's a declaration. A global signal. To Iran, to Russia, to China, and to Ukraine. The world has entered a phase of overlapping wars. One front affects the next. Stability is a domino. When one piece falls, others tremble. For Iran, this is a challenge. For the Middle East, a crisis. For Ukraine, it's a test. Can a front line of democracy stay relevant in a world that no longer looks in one direction? I'm Sam the Pomeranian, and this is what escalation really looks like.